his baggy boxers. Drink half a pint of milk from the cart we bought from the co-op. Sit in a spare chair and switch on the telly. In that order. I'm married 32 years. Married far too young. I used to say if you're married, you're sorted. You see, I never had boyfriends at school, so I met Graham. I just got overexcited. I look back now and I realise that I missed my 20s. And I looked best in my 20s. Now I'm bang in the middle of my 50s and I just look back at it. Afraid of after I left Graham. See the point in that. It was just such a responsibility. Do any of you fancy a cup of tea?
A glass of wine? I like a nice glass of red in the evenings. My daughter, Lauren, she tells me off for my drinking. She doesn't drink like I do. But when you've had more headaches than when you've had more men than headaches, you might say that Merlot is a better man than any. It's a bit embarrassing when your daughter is more responsible than you are. But I've been an on and off single woman for years now, and you've just got to keep your eyes open. Poor Lauren. She's really been through the mill with my weird and unsuitable string of boyfriends. I try to keep the details about the cheating men away from her. I tell the girls instead. I think they quite enjoy it. They must think I'm quite alone and sad.
Lonely. Being lonely. Fucking hate it. I'm a talker, you see. I need people around me I like to be listened to. I used to talk to Blue, the dog, but he's dead now. Cancer. Yeah, it's been done. God, you should have seen Joe's face. My son. Got a daughter too. She does Lords and I see me up north. The kids are fucked off to bigger and better things now, which I'm happy about. And my husband, who isn't my husband anymore, but is my business partner, has got a new girl who is so lovely. Stupid as anything, but suppose she's got nice hair. We own another cleaning business together, and when we broke up, a mutual thing, we saw no reason not to keep cleaning ovens. Make a fortune doing it. 7 different offices now, right the way through the southwest. So, yeah. The kids are off getting drunk and shagging, and my husband's busy with his new girl, and I just get so fucking bored. I spend my life on the computer. I could be searching on
eHarmony, Match.com, mature dating, B2 for singles over 35, Be naughty, certainly not. Just so many. You have to establish which ones are the sexy ones. Before I even thought of registering to one, I, rejuvenated myself. So I lost 12 pounds, got a short bob and covered up the greys. My daughter bought me these incredibly tight jeans which I refused to wear. But I did choose a style, make a profile. I did do it. I
met this man about 4 months ago. The girls liked him, Lauren liked him. I really did like him. It's a shame, really. Our first date was a logistical nightmare. I turned up at the wrong restaurant and looked everywhere for him but couldn't find him anywhere, so got back in the car, got horribly lost. Lauren had borrowed my sat-nav and forgotten to give it back with my tip. I eventually found the right restaurant, and I was an hour and a half late by now, but he was still there. We ordered champagne, so I thought he was the perfect man straight away. Because I thought so quick. And no smart. Very good tea. Just a nice man. You don't meet many nice men.
men. Hard to come by when you live in the middle of nowhere. People say they live in the middle of nowhere, but I do. In the middle of nowhere. Well, I did meet someone, though. Still can't believe it. My sister found me down the pub. Doesn't sound good, does it? So, she finds him in
smoker, good prospects, really nice smile. So we drank champagne at this new restaurant. It was perfect. I thought I'd met Mr. Wright the moment we walked in. But no, seriously, he was just very
Kind, sensible, soft, very lovely, sensitive, same age as me. It's pretty flawless, really. Pretty lovely, actually. His profile, his statement was something like, loving every day. He's just so happy, all the photographs smiling. A charity worker. So I got in touch, said hi, waiting for a reply. We met up in a coffee shop. Sat there for 3.5 hours just talking. I just remember leaving and thinking, I can't wait to meet again. I fell for him a couple of weeks after that. Big style, yeah.
So we had a few more dates. We talked a lot. I did. You like to listen. Essential, really. He talked about having been through hell. His son was in the RAF, and his plane or something like that was shot down. He lost both his legs. So we saw each other on and off. I'd see him for a few days, and then I wouldn't. He'd headed north to a hospital in Birmingham, and he'd just piss off for 5 days, and would switch his phone off. But I didn't mention it at the time. No, I forgave him. You can't get angry at a man who sends you to the hospital. Makes sense now, really.
This man didn't like me wearing lots of makeup, and every day would tell me that I'm beautiful and powerful. I suppose some women would quite like that, but I don't know, with me it just struck the wrong chord. Something wasn't quite right about him, so I did some research. He told me that he'd been part of a property company in Rotterdam, but it just didn't exist. And I googled his name, nothing. He was a bit of a mystery. I guess I got quite excited about it, but it was there that I just knew something really wasn't right. I felt
So sad for him. I really did. He made it seem like he was really struggling, you know? First his son, and then his business. He needed some money to set up a website, so I was glad to help, so I offered him the money. I said, you can break my balance, but don't break my heart. Stupid can you be? A month ago, I asked him to move in with me. Too fucking fast. My kids were suspicious, but I thought, fuck it, I love him, we fit well. So anyway, a month ago, I asked him to move in, and he said, because he's quite a Christian man, that we couldn't live under the same roof as someone unless they were married, so I moved into our cabin. It's a little garden, it's all heated flooring and everything, it's no shed. Anyway, we did Christmas together last year. Brought me this. Lovely, isn't it? All pretty swirls on it. I thought it looked so pricey, so chic. Told me you loved me that evening. Stupid can you be? I didn't take this thing off for 2 days. Almost ripped it off when I heard.
We see each other nearly every day. He sometimes goes off in the evenings and work stuff. He's just so likeable and caring. I can't understand how his ex-wife let him go. But he did tell me that she's this completely psycho woman who used to follow him to work and abuse all of his female co-workers on the internet. Used to bring him up all the time saying, do this, do that, sort this with the house. Saying it was his responsibility. He just wanted to be free of her, he said. By the summer, we were thinking about a future together, to be with the houses. Found this nice 3-bed semi in a nice area, fairly near a church, because he's religious. I thought I could sell this house, use some of the money from the divorce. I put an offer on the house. It was quite expensive. But it soon became clear that he just couldn't afford it. I pulled out immediately. So I started to get a few alarm bells. Something wasn't right.
Christmas, I went for a walk with him and got Laura to look through the bag whilst we were out. She told me that inside she found a rope, a sort of climbing type of thing, then just his phone and wallet. But inside his wallet was this necklace that I'd been given by my brother a few years ago. It was a sweet thing, and a pendant. Stealing bastard, I thought. I just couldn't believe he'd steal something so tacky. And random. Wasn't worth anything.
His rock climbing business was his pride and joy. Always walking around with all his stuff, ropes over his shoulders and big old hiking boots. The men down the local club thought he was ridiculous. They didn't like him, but they didn't tell him that, but you could tell. They didn't trust him. Mainly Jim, the guy in charge. Nice man, a bit pervy. Quite fancies me, he likes my new hair. See, the other day, I went to get my hair done. Nice bright red. And I always go to Beverly, the local girl. All the girls around here do. And I told her all about him, and that's why I love going to the hairdressers. You can talk for absolutely hours, and the poor woman's not going to complain. Poor Beverly. She knows more about my life than my parents.
I have been with enough men to know when something feels wrong. It's wrong. Well, I suppose he'd been staying with me for a few months, and so he decided to get his post sent to my house. And I'm nosy by nature, so one day when he was out, I read his phone. There were lots of phone calls late at night, I had noticed, and one in particular seemed to be going to a local area code. I just had my suspicions. So one night, when he was out, I called it, and a woman with a quiet voice answered. I said, "Hello?"
Hello? I answered this phone call a couple of weeks back. A woman.
"Can I speak to Simon?" Now, I tried to stay as composed as
I
possible.
said, who is this? Well, I had an inkling of who it was.
I bet she knew who I was. I thought, the cheating bitch! You don't need to know who I am. I just need to speak to Simon.
I hung up. I thought it was his ex-wife, the crazy stalker one. But I asked him about it, and he just got nervous, saying I shouldn't answer the phone if I don't know the number. He got angry. Aggressive. Just like Graham used to get. It was a side of men I knew all too well. A side I was just so tired of dealing with. Really? To call my home at night, I just thought, what a total
bitch! To hang up on me and pretend to be the innocent.
A week after the phone call, I made an appointment with my hairdresser. I had enough of being bright blonde. I wanted something a bit more toned down, more sophisticated, more my age. I didn't get my usual girl, but this woman called Beverly. Very nice lady. We talked for a long time. It's nice to talk to someone completely subjective.
No, Beverly's a complete dear, really lovely. Talk to her about
Simon. Talked about how hard it was being single. Talked about his good looks, his nice teeth. Yes, it was just so nice to talk about it to someone. She said, "Did you say Simon?" I said, "Yes, Simon Reed." She went quiet for a moment. I asked her if she knew him. She knew of it. She'd heard of it. And this other woman, with a very similar story, called Jo.
Simon was our main topic of conversation. I was just bragging about how fantastic he was. What a fucking joke.
Well, it was just a coincidence, but it all started to add up. Well, maybe she was the woman that kept calling me.
Well, I didn't give up. I kept calling her all week. Something was so rotten. I felt sick to my stomach. I knew something was really wrong.
I was violently sick, in the staff quarters of the hairdressers. I rushed to the wrong loo with the apron still and the foil still in my hair. I just wanted to believe that it was an unbelievable coincidence. It wasn't. God! I can't even believe it now. I just wish it wasn't how it is. So I got Jo's number off Beverly, and I called her. We were both in shock.
Complete and utter shock.
poor woman was just so silent. Emotions were strange. A mix of anger, shock, just pure heartbreak.
You know, he was the first man to ever silence me. Trust me, that doesn't happen a lot. This Laura, she asked me if I'd been calling her. I said, no, I had no fucking clue. I told her to keep calling this number to see if there were any other secret women hiding in the woodwork, so...
I called her back. Her name was Nicola. I said, my name's Laura. You called me to speak to Simon. At first,
I was aggressive. Admittedly, I was. I had an entire angry speech ready. I mean, I thought...
she thought I was his mistress or lover or something. She wasn't like Joe. Joe was silent, shocked. No. She was furious, triumphant.